Straight ahead on lunch break, the Cleveland Clinic is changing its paternal leave program. We're going to see how their new benefits compare to yours. Hey, if you bought a Mega Millions lottery ticket from the Giant Eagle in Mentor, you better check it. It's worth $372 million. We'll have the details. Also, we're just a week out from Christmas now, folks, and we've prepared for you a checklist to make sure you're completely ready for the big day. Relax, your midweek lunch break is underway.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Lunch Break for Wednesday, December 18th. If you do the math, that means we're 7 days from Christmas, 1 week away.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. I'm Jay Crawford, Romney Smith, back at the lunch table with us.
Hey,
You ready
guys.
for Christmas?
It's
a week away.
I don't really have much to do, so
Good.
I'm good. How about you?
I'm, for the most part, ready.
Good.
Yeah. I'm taking a trip to Arizona, so
Nice.
I'm taking no gifts there.
Okay.
But we're going to do Christmas with my mom out there, and then we're going to come back and do Christmas with my daughter and son-in-law when they come in. So it's kind of two different Christmases. It's a little different.
I typically like last-minute shopping, running around like a chicken with its head cut off.
Yeah,
But because
that used to be me.
Because I'm paying for the wedding, I'm like, no one gets gifts this year. No one. You get a card.
That's why you're ready for Christmas.
Right, that's
All
why
right,
I'm ready.
very good. All right, in just a little bit, we're going to have a checklist for you that will help you get everything done before the big day. But first, we are keeping our eye on our nation's capital this hour. That's where the House of Representatives just resumed debate on the two articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. Those two articles: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
Now, the actual impeachment vote should take place around dinner time today, and President Donald Trump is expected to become the third president in U.S. history to be impeached. The trial will then take place in the Senate in January. Keep in mind, both Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton were also impeached as president, but neither was removed from office. President Nixon faced a formal impeachment inquiry, but resigned from office shortly after. As for President Donald Trump, he will not be in Washington, D.C. for the vote today. He's actually heading to Michigan for a rally. We'll have much more for you tonight on What Matters Most at 6 p.m. It will likely lead the newscast.
I think it's ironic President Trump is conducting his rally in Battle Creek, Michigan. Battle Creek. Some irony to that.
Symbolism.
All right, our first talker today. Parental benefits will soon get a whole lot better for employees of the Cleveland Clinic. By April of next year, new moms will get 8 weeks paid maternity plus 4 weeks of parental absence. The other parent will also get 4 weeks of parental leave. This is an upgrade from the clinic's current benefits package. New moms could take up to 12 weeks of leave, but it was not fully paid. Feels like employers, Romney, have made major strides really over the last decade when it comes to benefits for both mothers and fathers. I think society has taken a huge step forward there.
We're getting there, and it's very needed. Think about this. We do not lead the world when it comes to parental leave, right? For
we
mothers
do not.
Or
In fact,
fathers.
we lag behind.
Right, and it's valuable. And think about it. For people who are of childbearing age, you know they're going to be out for a little bit. It's a huge incentive and draw to a company if you have young women and young men who know they want to have a family. That can really factor in a yes or no decision if you want to go there.
I remember when both of my children were born, I was with two different companies. Neither allowed the father to take any time.
As if you're not waking up every 2 hours along with your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exhausting, and for the women too. I mean, it's a huge issue. So definitely something I looked at. Just wanted to know, in case that time comes.
Because you're going to be a newlywed very soon.
Yep.
And the leave at our company, we looked into it. It's very good. 12 weeks for mom, full pay.
Yeah.
2 weeks paid for the other spouse.
That is
Fantastic.
actually really large, especially for women. 3 months, and a lot of women say that's not even enough. But at full pay, that's actually very generous and huge. So
It is. Yeah.
Big ups to Tegna for that.
Something for folks to look at when they're changing jobs.
Yes.
It's one of the things that
Absolutely.
you should definitely look into. Okay, next on the menu, if you bought a Mega Millions lottery ticket at the Giant Eagle in Mentor, you better check it, and you better put it in a safe place if you matched all the numbers. $372 million. That's incredible.
That's where last night's Mega Millions winning lottery ticket was purchased at Mentor, and that's where Brandon Simmons is right now live. And Brandon, some very lucky Clevelander is about to get a really large check from Santa.
Romney and Jay, I'll tell you one thing. Look, if it was me that won, I probably would have bought a warmer spot inside instead of standing outside the store right now. well, yeah, you're talking $372 million. If you take the cash payout, we looked at it, $251.5 million. So it's still a nice chunk of change. And I know you mentioned the Clevelander, but we got to keep in mind, some people are just driving through different towns to buy these tickets. So we don't know if this person is from Cleveland or not. So in Ohio, the rules say you don't have to, you can remain anonymous. So you don't have to tell everybody you won that money. So, I mean, I know there's a chance that we may never find out who it is. But again, Giant Eagle here in just about an hour, they're going to receive their cut of the money. They get $100,000 just for selling the tickets. So a lot of people looking forward to that. And I've talked to so many people going in and out of the store, and they're like, yeah, it wasn't me or I wouldn't be here right now. So I'll tell you one thing, people are still excited that it's happening right here in their backyard. Kind of gives you more faith in the lottery system to see that a winner can happen right here, right outside of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because you don't grocery shop for yourself anymore if you win that much money.
No, you don't.
Not at all. No. I'm not grocery shopping for myself. I don't even know if I'm walking the ticket down to the office. I'll probably have somebody do it for me. You know, they always say if you win, you go get an attorney first, get all your affairs in order, make sure you know exactly what you want to do, get some people who know accounting, make sure you get them involved, because you don't want to just walk in with a ticket worth $372 million. No. But again, somebody who won, they're going to call that regional office. That's the only way you make a claim. It's not like they're coming back here to Giant Eagle. So we hope to hear who it is, but honestly, I'd expect that we wouldn't.
I agree. Thank you, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. Wow. What's the first thing you'd do?
Oh my gosh, what would I buy?
First thing.
A plane ticket to see my mom.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And then I'd buy a Maserati. What about you?
I would probably help people first.
Yeah.
I'd definitely help my family members that could use a little push, and friends. And
it's cool that you can claim that prize anonymously. I moved from states where you have to identify yourself, and that could put you at a safety risk. So
I never understood that. I never understood that rule at all.
That's a really cool thing.
Okay, we're there. We're 1 week from Christmas.
Here it is. Santa's going to be here soon, and there is still a lot to get done. So, we already talked about how Jay's mostly ready, I'm mostly ready, but here's what the experts say to do 1 week away from Christmas. So deep clean your house. You'll enjoy the decorations even more with clean floors and an organized kitchen. Buy some batteries for all the kids' toys, especially the ones that they don't have yet. And start cooking some foods that you can stick in the freezer, because after the big days here, you don't really want to be thinking about what's for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, now I noticed not on that to-do list is to buy all the presents and wrap all the presents. Because everybody I talk to, they say, well, I'm ready, but I still have some gifts to buy and I have to wrap everything.
That means you're not ready.
No, you're not ready. Yeah. And if you're like me, I know you said earlier, I used to put it off till the 24th.
Me too. I like that energy, the craziness of running around Target. It just jazzes me up.
I've run into malls on December 24th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon before. Not a good feeling. As we throw it to Stephanie Haney to see what's clicking in Cleveland, Stephanie, I'll ask you, first thing you'd buy with that $372 million, what would you do with it?
Ooh, the first thing I would buy, I'm being honest, I'd pay off my student loans. There you go.
Okay,
maybe also that Maserati, because I don't have a car yet.
Yes.
And I'd help people too.
Very nice. Okay.
All right. First up, what's clicking in Cleveland for you? A very pleasant surprise for people traveling this holiday season. Cleveland Hopkins International Airport has partnered with American Greetings to provide free gift wrapping for those guests. This happens after you pass through security, and it's going to be taking place Friday and Monday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., as well as Tuesday, which is Christmas Eve, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Santa Claus will be there on Thursday. He has to clear his flight plan with the Federal Aviation Administration. And he'll also be hanging out there on Friday and Monday. And I'm going to say this is a really great tool for people who are last minute, shoppers and travelers and traveling for the holiday.
I know you said, is this in the secure area of the airport or after you go through?
Yes. After
so I can't just go to the airport and have them wrap all of my gifts for me. I need to be traveling somewhere.
Unless you're going to bring them all through.
If you plan properly, you could.
If you change your mind on the way to Arizona, Jay.
All right, very good. I'll take some and I'll have them wrap them at the airport.
All right, next up, this is for the planners, so not the last minute people. Def Leppard and Motley Crue announced today that they are going to be performing here in Cleveland this summer. This is happening at First Energy Stadium on July 3rd. You can get those tickets through Live Nation starting on January 10th at 10 a.m. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts will also be performing with them. And you guys, I am a huge classic rock fan. I don't know about you guys. Is this your vibe?
Yeah.
Yes, I grew up on this stuff.
It's okay. Every now and then, I gotta be in the right mood for it.
I am a huge fan of Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home. It's kind of like a little piano ballad, you know, and I'm sure you've heard it. I liked it so much when I was like in college. That was a huge song, and I used to tinker around on a keyboard, and I self-taught myself the beginning, and I was so proud.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably still the only thing I can play on a keyboard, but I like that song, and so it'd be a fun night for sure.
It'll be sold out. That's my bet.
I am also excited to see something coming back to First Energy Stadium, a big concert, and something else out of First Energy Stadium that's pretty good is we've got Nick Chubb and Jarvis Landry who are announced to the 2020 Pro Bowl this season. Now, this is Nick Chubb's first appearance in the Pro Bowl, his second season here with the Browns. He's having an amazing year, really pulling his weight for the Browns. Leads the NFL with over 1,400 rushing yards. He scored 8 touchdowns. Also very exciting for Jarvis Landry. This is his 5th straight invitation to the Pro Bowl. Wow. His first year with the Browns. And the Browns alternates, we've got Joel Bitonio, Joe Schobert, Denzel Ward, and Odell Beckham Jr. So not a bad turnout for the Browns this year for the Pro Bowl.
No, not bad. And you know what's nice is it's good to have some positive news around the Browns.
Right.
Yes.
Nobody's yelling at each other there. It's all good. It's all good.
No drama there.
Big Nick Chubb fan here. He's been doing so great all season. Been loving watching him.
I hate to say this because it's such high praise, but I haven't seen anyone like that in a Browns uniform perhaps in my lifetime. And he's reminding a lot of people that saw Jim Brown play of Jim Brown. And that's the highest praise you can get as a running back.
Absolutely.
All right, Stephanie, thanks. Next on the menu, we did this story last night. I just found this fascinating, and I think it's worth a brief discussion. You may know of Angie's Soul Food Cafe, local restaurants. They just opened their 3rd location on Carnegie.
It's not actually open yet.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's coming soon. This was your story, so you know. Tell me a little bit about what they're doing, and I want to talk about something that you said in your story that some may think that there's something a little bit discriminatory about it.
So what's really cool, it's kind of on the forefront, cutting edge. They're not accepting cash, so they will take debit cards, credit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Android Pay, and that's really neat, right? The owner says it's all done out of safety concerns. One of his restaurants was held up at gunpoint. Customers were inside. So obviously that's terrifying for both the customers and his own staff. He was actually held up, armed robbery, and shot twice in the leg. So he said, if I can do something different to protect not only my employees, but the customers, to make sure the experience is safer, I'm going to try it.
Now, it's somewhat controversial because...
Okay, so I thought this is wonderful. There are no downsides. But come to find out, there are a sizable number of people, we're talking millions nationwide, who do not have a smartphone or a credit card. So for those people, they can only pay with cash. So the thought is, maybe they need to get some gift cards in there, and he's open to that idea as well.
And I think in your report you said if there's such a large demand for only cash buyers, he'll reconsider the business model.
He will reconsider. He's open to it. And again, he's a businessman. Bottom line, he's in business and he's going to make money.
He needs as many customers as he can get.
But this is a great step forward, really trending. Some cities like it, some cities don't. Philly says it's illegal. Chicago says it is legal, so it's interesting.
Okay. Romney, thanks. We appreciate it. Abbreviated show today because we're doing it for a stream-only audience. So we're going to say goodbye to now, but don't forget, we're back tomorrow, 12 noon. Make us a habit on lunch break. We'll see you then.